Good evening, dear students. Heartily welcome in my live class English 26. आज मैं आपको वोकैबुलरी का जो ये यूनिट है उसको फिनिश करूंगा. आप इसको पूरा ध्यान से देखना. फिर कल से जो नेक्स्ट क्लास होगी उसमें हम क्या स्टार्ट करेंगे, रीजनिंग एंड जीएस. देखो, ominous. Ominous क्या होता है? Suggesting that something unpleasant is likely to happen. Suggesting that something unpleasant and is likely to happen. और घटना भी जो घटित भी होनी है, unpleasant जो वो होता है उसको बोलते हैं opportunist. One who grabs every opportunity. जो हर opportunity को grab करता है, avail करता है, that is opportunist. ऑप्टिमिस्टिक, वन हु इज होपफुल. जैसे ऑप्टिमिस्टिक, इसका यदि आपको कोई कहे कि अपोजिट क्या होगा तो इसका पेसिमिस्ट, PESSIMIST, पेसिमिस्ट, वन हु लुक्स एट द डार्क साइड ऑफ थिंग्स, वी कैन से. नेक्स्ट, ऑरेटर, ए स्किल्ड स्पीकर. ऑरेटर क्या होता है? स्किल्ड स्पीकर. जो स्पीकर होता है उसको बोलते हैं ऑरेटर, स्किल्ड दैट इज. और मनुष्य, जैसे ऑर्डेन क्या होता है? ऑर्डर ऑफिशियली. ऑफिशियली जो ऑर्डर होते हैं दैट इज ऑर्डेन. ऑस्टेंसिबल दैट इज सोई, दिखावा. ऑस्टेंटेशन से ही बना है, ऑस्टेंटेशन, ऑस्टेंसिबल दैट इज सोई. आउस्ट, फोर्स आउट फ्रॉम द पोजिशन ऑफ पावर. आउटस्टेड, जैसे कि अपदस्थ करना, हटा देना किसी को. प्रेसिडेंट है और उसको आउटस्टेड कर दिया, दैट इज आउटस्टेड. नेक्स्ट, आउटरीच. आउटरीच का मतलब इंसल्ट, ऑफेंस, अपराध. ओवर एस्टिमेट, टू थिंक दैट वन इज ग्रेटर देन ही इज रियली इज. टू थिंक दैट वन इज ग्रेटर देन ही रियली, जो है उससे ज्यादा ग्रेटर वो होता है, उसको बोलते हैं ओवर एस्टिमेट करना अपने आप को. पैलेट, द टॉप पार्ट ऑफ द इनसाइड ऑफ योर, दैट इज पैलेट होता है, मतलब जैसे कि जिसको ऊपर जो ये होता है माउथ के अंदर. पैलेसियल, माउथ एप्रिसिएशन फॉर फूड और ड्रिंक. फूड की, आप जैसे ड्रिंक की कोई जो माउथ जैसे जो होता है उसको एप्रिशिएट करना, जैसे कि. पेल्ट्री, ए ह्यूज एंड स्प्लेंडेड हाउस. देखो, these are important vocabulary words. A huge and splendid house, that is a peltry. Pen, worthless. Panacea, remedy of all disease भी होता है ये. Panacea और panacea है ये. तो criticize harshly. और pench, remedy for all disease. तो ये दोनों, जैसे ये panacea होता है remedy of all disease, और ये हो क्रिटिसाइज हार्शली, दैट इज. नेक्स्ट, पेंडेमिक. पेंडेमिक क्या होता है? एक तो इंडेमिक, उसके बाद जैसे कि पेंडेमिक, इंडेमिक, इपिडेमिक और पेंडेमिक. ENDEMIC, इंडेमिक, इपिडेमिक, इपिडेमिक और पेंडेमिक. ANDEMIC, पेंडेमिक. A disease spreads in a limited area, that is endemic. Epidemic, in a wide area, a disease which spreads in a wide area. और pandemic, a disease which spreads in the whole world, just like AIDS. तो pandemic, confidence, allegiance, style. ये pandemonium क्या होता है? वाइड स्प्रेड, pandemonium. That is panic, great confusion. Paramount, गलत लिख दी उसने. Paramount होता है supreme. Panic, that is. Next, parched. Pariahs, parley, social outcast, parochial, conference. Jen is parched. Next, देखो, पैट्रोनेज. पैट्रोनेज होता है शरण. उसके जस्ट वेट फॉर ए मोमेंट. ये देखो डियर स्टूडेंट्स, गलत है. जैसे कि पान का मतलब होता है पीपल ऑफ लिटिल इंपॉर्टेंस. पैक का मतलब होता है कि स्लाइटली, ये ऊपर नीचे हो गए. जैसे पैटर्नेज होता है स्पोर्ट, दैट इज स्पोर्ट. तो पान पीपल ऑफ लिटिल इंपॉर्टेंस. नेक्स्ट पेडलर, वन हु ट्रेवल्स डोर टू सेल समथिंग. पेडलर होता है वो. pellet, a small ball of something. pellet जो छोटे छोटे. pelt, throw. perfidious, that is unable to be trusted. unable to be trusted. preserve, continues in spite of difficulty. persist, continue. and last personify, represent in human form. perspire, perspire होता पसीने हो जाना था. to sweat. next perturbed, disturbed होता है. perturbed होना, I felt perturbed, that is disturbed. Perverse, that is contrary to what is accepted or expected. Contrary होता है opposite. Pessimist, one who is not hopeful by nature. और pious होता है religious, पवित्र, जिसको बोलते हैं pious, holy. Consecrate, consecrate, that is ये holy, pious. Next, pivotal point, central and important. Pliant, legal complaint. Plight, unpleasant condition. Polygamy, to have more than one wife or husband. Poly मतलब होता है many. More than one husband or wife at a time, that is polygamy. Bigamy, having two husband or two wife at a time, that is bigamy. Polyandry क्या होता है? A woman who has more than one husband, that is polyandry. वो क्या होता है? पोलियंड्री. POLYANDRY. A woman having more than one husband, that is polyandry. Next, pomp. कहते हैं pomp and show, that is splendid and colorful ceremony, that is pomp. Populace, ordinary people. Posthumously awarded, published after death. Posthumous होता है जो कोई भी चीज होती है, published after death भी होती है. Posthumous, posthumous child born after the death of his father. Pragmatic, practical. Precedent, an action already taken place, decision already taken place. Precinct, part of a city where vehicles are not allowed, that is precinct. That is predicament, unpleasant situation which is difficult to get out of. Prejudice, unfair opinion. Prejudice, ईर्ष्या we can say. Next, preposterous, very foolish, ridiculous. Prey, victim, an animal hunted by another for food. Proclivity, tendency or inclination. Proliferation, increasing greatly and suddenly in nature. Next, promising, showing signs of being successful in future. Propensity, tendency towards behaving badly. Provocative, causing an angry reaction, that is incite करना किसी को for wrongdoing, we can say भड़काना. Prudence, wisdom. Prudence क्या होता है? Wisdom. Next, pugnacity. Pugnacity होती है tendency to fight, quarrelsome. Tendency to fight. बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट वोकेबुलरी है जो ये. Quarrelsome, झगड़ालू. Punitive, intended as a punishment. Purge, to get rid of people you don't like, to make free for harmful things. Fire, a large pile of wood on which a dead body is burned. फायर होती है ना, जो चिता जिसको बोलते हैं, डेड बॉडी को रखा जाता है जिसपे, और एक ध्यान एक बार आया हुआ है एग्जाम, जैसे द फायर, और उसमें फिल इन द ब्लैंक्स आएंगे, जैसे वन, उसमें आएगा लाइट, उसमें आ जाएगा दूसरा लिट, तीसरा आ जाएगा फायर, ऐसे ही हो। तो लिट अप वर्ड है जो इसके लिए स्पेशल यूज होता है, लिट द फायर, चिता को आग लगा दो, LIT, लिट, दैट इज। नेक्स्ट, क्वांटम, यूनिट ऑफ समथिंग, क्वेल, टू स्टॉप समथिंग स्पेशली बाय यूजिंग फोर्स, क्वेंच, सेटिस्फाई, थर्स्ट, प्यास, क्वेरी, एक क्वेश्चन, डाउट। अब क्वेंच किसी चीज की क्वेंच है, मेरे को इंग्लिश सीखने की क्वेंच है। क्विसेंट, दैट इज डोरमेंट, एट रेस्ट, डोरमेंट दैट इज रेस्ट, उसमें। क्विटूड, ट्रैंक्विलिटी, ट्रैंक्विलिटी क्या होता है? पीस, काम, काम, पीस। क्योटिडियन, कॉमन, ऑर्डिनरी। रेशियल, कनेक्टेड विद ए पर्टिकुलर रेस और कंट्री, दैट इज रैंकर, बिटरनेस, हेटर्ड। रेंकल, इरिटेट। रेपोर्ट, हार्मोनी, रेपोर्ट होता है हार्मोनी। रेटिफाई, कंफर्म फॉर्मली बाय साइनिंग इट और वोटिंग फॉर इट। रेविनस, एक्सट्रीमली हंग्री। रेज, टू डिस्ट्रॉय। रिबेलियस, वन हु अपोजेस द सिस्टम। रिबफ, टू रिफ्यूज ए हेल्पफुल सजेशन। नेक्स्ट, रिब्यूक, called harshly, डांटना, फटकारना। Recalcitrant, one who is unwilling to obey orders. Reckless, without caring for the result of an action. Recluse, one lives alone, जो अकेला रहता है, that is recluse. Recuperate, to recover from illness. Redundant, unnecessary, redundant portion of a passage, जैसे कि refute, to say, prove that a person's opinion is wrong. Regime, rule of, regime क्या होता है? Rule of. Next, reign, the monarch's period of rule. और एक reign होता है piece of leather, जो चमड़े की होती है, that helps you to control the headgear of a horse. horse को की जो लगाम होती है उसको क्या बोलते हैं? rein, REIN. to bride, to restraint, जैसे कि reign. और वो reign, monarch's period of rule, in the reign of शाहजहां, इन द रूल ऑफ, जैसे कि उनके शासन काल में। नेक्स्ट, रेलीगेट, प्लेस इन ए लोअर पोजीशन। रिलक्टेंट, अनविलिंग। रिमोर्स, फीलिंग ऑफ गिल्ट और रिग्रेट। रिन्यूएबल, विच कैन बी यूज्ड अगेन एंड अगेन, दैट इज रिन्यूएबल, रिन्यूएबल सोर्स ऑफ एनर्जी। जस्ट रिपेंट, टू बी सॉरी फॉर समथिंग। रिपरकशंस, consequence, result we can say. Replica, an exact copy of an object. Reprehensible, deserving condemnation. Next, reprieve, an escape from a bad situation. Repugnant, unpleasant behavior or belief. Resentment, feeling of dislike. Respite, relief from something. Next, resurgence, a new increase of idea which had been forgotten for some time. Resurrect, to bring someone back to life. Retrieve, to find and bring back something. Next, reverence, respect. Rhetoric, effective speech but not essentially sincere. Rhetoric victory, जैसे कि rumor, piece of news that may or may not be true. Rumor of the अफवाह. Ruthless, cruel. Next, sacrament, an important religious ceremony. Sadist, one who obtains pleasure by hurting others. दूसरों को परेशान करके जो खुशी वो करता है, obtains. Salubrious, good for health. Salubrious diet, that is. Salvation, the act of saving someone from danger, loss, sin, पाप, etc. Sanctity, the quality of being holy. Sanctity भी वही होती है, holy, pious, that is पवित्रता. Sanguine, hopeful. Optimist भी होता है sanguine. Optimist, Optimist. That is optimist. Sarcasm, scornful remarks, can't, barely enough, scrap, some pieces, arguments, scum, dirt on the surface of liquid, seasoned, having a lot of experience, sensuous, relating to physical senses, that is physically attractive, severity, extremity, semblance, a state of confusion, untidiness, shirk, to avoid work, shrewd, based on clear understanding and judgment, shroud, height. Next, shrug, to raise and then lower the shoulder to show lack of knowledge, interest, site, place where something is built. Site होता है एक तो SIT, एक site होता है CITE, site that is क्योट, QUOTE, एक होता है साइट SIGST, साइट होता है विजन जो आंख का जैसे आई साइट. तो sizzle of food, make a hissing sound when being fried, that is sizzle. Skeptical, doubtful, very important, skeptical होता है doubtful. Next, slay, murder, solace, comfort in time of distress, solidarity, sport, solitary, the only person, thing in given place, lonely means, spectre, the idea of something unpleasant that may happen in future, spinster, a woman who is not married, that is spinster, a woman who is not married even though she has passed the age of marriage. Sporadic, irregular, intervals, sporadic victory. Spouse, life partner, जीवन साथी. Spurious, that is false and not what it appears to be. Spurious क्या होता है? False. Squirm, to move from side to side in a awkward way because of nervousness, pain, etc. Stack, pile on one another. Stack होता है ढेर. Stagger, to walk showing imbalance. Strangle, to kill by pressing the throat. Stringent, strict and demanding. Strict action must be taken. Next, stroke, an act of hitting a sound of a striking clock. Subdue, to reduce the force of something. Substantiate, to support a claim. Subterfuge, a trick by a dishonest way of. Subtle, achieving something. Succor, small but important. Sully, help, giving to someone in need. Stain, to spoil someone's perfect reputation. Next, sultry, warm and mouse. Sumptuous, costly looking होता है, that is luxurious, showing wealth. Suo moto, on its own. Surge, a sudden or great increase. Increase होता है, that is with broad strip of cloth, land. Psychophancy, attempt to win favor by flattery. Psychophancy होता है excess flattery, that is symposium, official meeting. Official meeting, that is known as symposium. Synchronize, happen at the same time. देखो एक तो होता है happening at the same time, एक होता है जैसे कि simultaneous. DANEOUS, एक तो होता है simultaneous, एक होता है contemporary, CONTEMPORARY, ये तो होता है belonging to the same time, और ये क्या होता है happening at the same time. Next, tangible, that can be touched, जिसे छुआ जा सकता है. Real, which can be touched or experienced. Tangible, इसका एक और भी वर्ड होता है palpable, 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 that can be touched. Tawdry, cheap and gaudy. Temerity, boldness. Temperate, self-controlled, that is self-controlled. Tempestuous, full of strong emotion. Tendentious, sporting a particular opinion. Tenements, a large building divided into apartments. terse, concise, so संक्षिप्त करना, using few words. Thumping, extremely great or important. Thumping majority we can say. Thunder, sudden large noise from the sky. Thunderbolt, a flash of lightning and sound of thunder. Next, timid, lacking courage, cowardly, drapeau. Tiptoe, to walk or toss with heels not touching the ground. Tormentor, one who causes suffering. Doubts, the act, the person encouraging sale of anything. Toxic, poisonous. Traffic, illegal trade. Trail, path, to follow the path of someone to move slowly. Traitor, a person who is not loyal. धोखेबाज. Trauma, severe emotional shock. Reason, the act of being not loyal. Triumph, great success. Twist, any part of body making sudden small movement. Next, unanimous, to agree. Sport, together, unanimous decision. Uncanny, strange, impossible to explain. Under, privileged, poor. Underestimate, to estimate that one is inferior to. Uninterested, what is really is. Unison, not interested. Two or more things happening at the time. Unruly, that is time. Upbeat, not easy to control. Uproar, that is, uproar means cheerful, optimist. Uproot, a loud noise or disturbance to remove from their home place, that is uprooted. Next, weak, not clearly expressed. Weak होता है स्पष्ट. Valediction, speech in which one says goodbye. Validate, confirm. Vandalism, crime of damaging property. Vandalism होता है बदले की भावना से कोई crime किया जिसे property को damage होता है, that is vandalism. Veil, thing that hides or disguises. घूंघट we can say. Vengeance, revenge, बदले की भावना. Vengeful, to have strong desire to punish someone who has hurt one or one's dear ones. Next, venom, poison. Verbose, style full of words, using more words than necessary. Worldly, in a completely truthful way. Vestige, a still existing small part of something. Next, veteran, having a long experience of any field. जैसे अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी was a veteran politician. Modi ji is a veteran politician. Vicarious, experienced in one's imagination rather than directly. Vicious, violent and aggressive. Victimized, to grate someone in a cruel and unfair manner. Next, vigorous, energetic. Virtuous, having good moral qualities. Volatile, likely to change suddenly. Voluminous, loose and full. Woe, solemn promise. Vulnerable, prone to physical, emotional hurt. Why? To compete with other people. When, WN, obtain something. Wanderlust, weak, pale, tired looking, that is. Wholeheartedly, strong desire to travel, that is, with complete interest and enthusiasm. Witty, using words in a clever manner. Wizard, that is magician. Woes, sorrow, distress. Wrath, unhappy person. Yawn, to breathe, taking in a lot of air with mouth open. Yearn, crave. Zealous, enthusiastic, causing excitement. तो ये इंग्लिश की vocabulary. Dear students, now in the next class I will start other topic, because this topic of vocabulary has completed, and if we use other words then I will explain again and again. Okay, thank you.